Good evening, I'm Brendan Miller. Thank you for joining us. Thunder Bay Police Service responded to reports of a firearm being discharged at the 1000 block of Lincoln Street this morning around 6:30. In tandem, the primary response unit was also dispatched to McIver Court. Responding officers secured the area, and thankfully there are no reported injuries. A police presence remains in the area as there's an ongoing investigation with the Major Crimes Unit and Forensic Identification Team. There's no additional information at this time, but updates will be given when there is. Around 36 students from Superior Collegiate were rallying for climate action yesterday. The Fridays for Future March took them from the high school to MP Patty Hajdu's office. They say whoever forms the next government needs to do more to address the climate crisis. Jonathan Wilson reports.
Fridays for Future rallies are held around the world to convince governments to tackle climate change. These students from Superior Collegiate say the issue is important enough for them to walk out of class and join this global strike action. The march ended at Patty Hajdu's office on Red River Road. Two of the student organizers spoke about what message they want to deliver to the sitting MP.
I think I would ask her, if she does get reelected, what she's going to do for Thunder Bay or as a part of Thunder Bay's voice for the 2030 emissions reduction plan, specifically because they've lowered the percentage of what they're going to reduce by.
I would say that we're just here to be heard. We don't have anything against the government. We want to work with the government. We want our message brought higher up because it is incredibly important for all of us.
No more oil, keep that carbon in the soil.
This particular Fridays for Future rally was focused on water conservation. The teenagers say even with the largest freshwater lake in the world right next door to Thunder Bay, this region still sees the negative impacts of climate change. The rally comes right in the middle of a federal election, and the students say their message is directed at every candidate and every political party.
And especially during the election, we want to know that the MP for Superior or Thunder Bay Superior North is actually fighting for what we want as well. And we hope that the MP, whether it is Patty Hajdu or a new one, takes this to the House of Commons, make sure that it's something that the Canadian government is aware of and that it's not just happening in bigger cities, it can happen in Thunder Bay too.
We just had an event at our school where we educated on water conservation and really brought light to it. And a lot of people think that water conservation doesn't affect us here in Thunder Bay. We're on the biggest Great Lake. We have a lot of fresh water, but in recent years there have been a lot of blue-green algae blooms and different things happening in our freshwater bodies due to climate change that will affect everyone.
Jonathan Wilson, TBT News.
Bay Village Coffee had their most successful fundraiser yet for the Our Hearts at Home campaign. The business was selling heart-shaped sugar cookies during the month of February to support the new cardiovascular surgery unit. This was the 5th consecutive year for special cookies, which were sold at $7 a piece. Half the proceeds went directly to the cardiac campaign, and with strong support from the community, Bay Village managed to sell thousands of cookies and raise $42,000. Coffee shop owner Alan Forbes presented the big check to the hospital foundation this past week. He says what began as an awareness campaign in honor of a friend who passed away from a heart attack has now raised more than $100,000 for the new cardiac care unit.
Yeah, today we're doing our check presentation to the Hospital Foundation. We did a fundraiser. This year is actually our 5th year of doing a fundraiser where we sold heart-shaped buttercream cookies in honor of a friend who passed away 5 years ago, Patty Hobbs. And the year that we started doing it, we thought that we might make $500 or $1,000 in donations. Well, here we are 5 years later at $100,000. So it's been a phenomenal fundraiser. This year alone, we were able to raise $42,000, bringing our total to $100,000 for the 5 years.
Oh, it's astonishing to see the work that everyone at Bay Village Coffee has put into this event. I've had the privilege of working alongside Alan and his team for the last 2 years, and seeing it grow from last year at $18,000 to more than doubled this year is just incredible, and seeing the support from the city and all the workers is just wonderful, and I've been very honored to be a part of this journey, and everyone at the foundation really appreciates everything that the Bay Village has done. We really appreciate it, and it's just amazing to see.
Forbes says they're already planning to sell the heart-shaped cookies again next February. Residents flocked the CLE grounds to see what services and fresh ideas local vendors brought to this year's Spring Home and Garden Show. Emma Chilton has more.
The annual Spring Home and Garden Show welcomes locals to view their indoor and outdoor home and garden services and products. Horticultural Society President Vicky Bureau says that being a part of the show really helps promote interest in memberships for the nonprofit organization.
We have it that we have memberships for sale here. We usually get new and returning ones because they know we're here. But a lot of interest, and how we have it is you come to the first meeting, see if you like, and then after that we ask that you buy a membership. Very inexpensive compared to a lot of other places, but it's just promoting horticulture and gardening and getting people interested of all ages.
The event has a wide variety of vendors from garden and home to summer recreational products. Tea Time Mosaics owner Anna Glidden says that the support for local businesses in the community is incredible.
Saturdays are great with the Home and Garden Show. It's the busiest day, tons of people come out. It's a great way to show off your local business or art, and it's a fun way to meet new faces in the community.
A big theme at the show is home improvement, with numerous vendors offering renovation services. Prisma Property Services and painting owner Andrew Rabello says he sees about 400 people at his booth every day.
I find that every time this show comes around, that pretty much we're booked out almost till the end of the summer for our exterior services like painting. And honestly, it's great. I feel like we would never not come to this because of the traction that we get from this show.
One attendee says she likes browsing the booths for inspiration and ideas for her home.
We just enjoy the whole idea of seeing different things. We meet a lot of people here we know. We're coming every year, so it's enjoyable. Yeah, very much so.
Emma Chilton, TBT News.
Mount Baldy's last day was today. They celebrated with a One Last Dance ski event. Dozens of skiers and snowboarders headed to Mount Baldy for the last day of the season. The hills were busy and all but one run was open. Owner of Mount Baldy, Daniel Cardis, thanks the community for support throughout the entire season.
It's a great day. I mean, there's a ton of people. We weren't going to do this. We told everyone last weekend was going to be the last day on Sunday, and I figured we'd do one more dance out here at Mount Baldy. So the snow conditions, it was cold all week, so the snow conditions are great. As you can see behind us, still beautiful white. We're still here, we're open, the tubing's open today, kitchen's open, and yeah, it's just, I'm never going to say no to something like this, because this has been a great season for Mount Baldy. It's been a long time coming. It's been a couple hard years when it comes to snow, and yeah, let's keep her coming. Hopefully next season is even better.
Yes, we are regular. Unfortunately, I didn't know this was the last ski day, so that's a surprise. But we have been coming almost every Saturday just to teach her. Yeah, so we're kind of sad that it's over, but we're going to be back next year for sure.
Curtis says he has some exciting things planned for the ski hills next winter. As party leaders prepare for the upcoming debates this week, the pace is slightly slowing. Mark Carney took a second day off the campaign trail. Today, two of his political rivals are accusing the Liberal leader of hiding. CTV's Colton Prale reports.
Campaigning on the border of the Nepean riding where Mark Carney is running, Pierre Poilievre is looking to Canada's veterans to garner support.
I will ensure veterans' benefits are in place before they leave the military, and will automatically approve disability applications if they are not treated within 16 weeks.
The Conservative leader promising better access to care and a smoother transition into civilian life, something he says the Liberals failed to do. But when asked about Stephen Harper's decision to close 9 veterans' offices, Poilievre said it wasn't a problem.
I have not encountered a single veteran that says that he needs more bureaucracy. What they're saying is actually they need less bureaucracy.
Mark Carney wasn't on the campaign trail Saturday or Friday, something both Pierre Poilievre and Yves-François Blanchet took aim at.
Candidate for the Liberals, as seldom seen as possible, saying as little as possible and hiding as much as possible.
Instead, the Liberals expanded on a previous announcement, saying they would create a year-long pass that would give children free access to national galleries, museums, and travel on Via Rail. The NDP are in Northern Ontario, where two veteran MPs, Charlie Angus and Carol Hughes, aren't seeking re-election, posing more problems for Jagmeet Singh, who's fighting to keep his party in the House of Commons.
Right now, in the nano seat projections, we have the New Democrats declared for count them, three ridings at a minimum. They might not even form official party status.
The latest polling shows the NDP up slightly, while the Conservatives have fallen further behind the Liberals. In British Columbia, the Green Party is calling for free tuition for college and university students, along with cancelling student loan interest. Colton Prale, CTV News, Ottawa.